Right, hello. Welcome to this new series I'm trying out just for a bit of a laugh. Basically we're going to be doing a Ultimate Ironman, but make it even harder on ourselves. So instead of being able to use boss storage, Death's Office or whatever the equivalent is on the UIM, or the looting bag, or any of that POH stuff, stash units, whatever, we're not going to be able to. We're going to have just the 28 inventory slots, all the equip slots, and that's pretty much it. So we're going to kind of wing this, and I imagine later down the line run into sort of issues with quests where we're going to have empty inventories, and we're going to have all our gear for all three styles. You know, we'll have to swap between it somehow. Maybe we'll have to leave things where we're going to need range till later on, and then get range gear. But basically we're not going to be able to store anything. I'm not going to be using any sort of storage mediums where you put items in and then can take items out again. It's a UIM, but we're literally using our bag only, nothing else. So we're not going to be using gem bags, coal bags, herb bags, any kind of inventory enhancing containers, including the rune pouch. So if we're going to need to carry tele runes with us, we're going to have to carry multiple stacks of runes or combo runes in our inventory, taking up one or more of our 28 spaces. No coal bag, no gem bag, no fish barrel, you know, just all that stuff. We're just going to have the inventory that we have. Oh, my binds aren't right because it's in your account. We're just going to have our inventory, 28 items, that's it. We're also not going to be abusing dying and leaving our items on death pile on the ground, and that's a UIM thing. That it's basically part of the mode. You die, you have different death mechanics. You don't have Death's Office on these accounts. You have a death pile that's only visible to you that lasts an hour. And the idea is you intentionally die, then all your items drop on the ground and they're safe, basically banked on the ground for an hour. And then you can go skill for an hour or boss, or do something like a quest that needs an empty invent and then go back an hour later and get all your stuff. So we're not going to be doing that because
that just sounds like banking with extra steps. Ooh la la.
If we want to empty our inventory for some reason, then we're just going to have to drop our items or place them on a table, which is kind of storing them, but also there's a risk that comes with that. Like, players could come along and find the stuff and pick it up, or it could despawn. It's really not banking, it's just dropping things on the ground and picking it back up. So we're going to allow ourselves to do that, because if we don't, then the game's going to be impossible at a certain point. You could deposit... Oh my god, am I going to die? I nearly died on Tutorial Island. I was just looking at my health while saying all that, and it was just going down. I took like a 4 like straight away. That's insane. I've never gone down to a 2 against the rats. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, normal UIMs can put a bunch of stuff in the player-owned house. Construction really helps you on a UIM. You can store, I think it's literally 73 item sets in the magic wardrobe. You know, like all the different graceful variants, every set of mage robes, you know, your skilling outfits, all that stuff. As long as you collect every piece and make the full set, then you're able to withdraw it again from your costume room, and then use it as appropriate and then put it back. And it's just a bank, right, for outfits. And that definitely seems against the spirit of this. So, like, if we want a skilling outfit on this character, we're going to have to get it. And then we're going to have to carry it around, and if we need to get rid of it or get the space back at a later date, then we're going to have to drop it. So we're going to have to sort of route the account quite well in order to decide the order in which we take things on. You know, if we have to get the full prospector for, say, the Falador Diary, then we'll have to do that in one go. Do all the achievements related to using it, like equipping it and walking through whatever it is for the diary, and then afterwards, when we decide to move on from mining, we'll have to ditch it. Which seems like a painful way to play, but that's kind of the fun, right? That's the whole idea. We're going to find sort of unique challenges that even normal UIMs aren't going to come up against, because they just chuck stuff in the house, or in one of the clue scroll stashes around the game. And ourselves, we're going to have to juggle things, drop things, you know. So that does mean early on I'm going to try and avoid getting any huge items that I'm going to regret losing, until I'm at a point I know that I can reasonably keep things on me. So I'm not going to go get, say, full void immediately and then be locked down to carrying like 7 items in my inventory the whole way. It's really worrying that you could kind of skip this guy straight away. So he wants solo Ultimate Ironman. You need to have a bank pin. Why? I don't have a bank? Just double check before I leave, because I don't want to remake this account. Mainly because I got the name Bag Only and it wasn't taken, which is fantastic, because that's perfectly what our account's about. Here we go. Foray into playing Bag Only, 28 inventory slot only Ironman, no stashes, no POH storage, no material bags, no death storage, i.e. being abused, none of that. If I do die, obviously my items will fall to the ground. I'll do my best to just go straight back and get them wherever they are. I'm not going to leave them there and like use the fact that I have an empty inventory to do something else, because that's kind of against the spirit of the account. There's nothing stopping me, but we're not going to be doing that. So if I do die, let's say somewhere far away, I might, you know, do an activity that allows me to make some money to, say, buy a ship or some kind of transport medium to get back to my body quicker. So for example, if I died like across the sea, I'd allow myself to do maybe like a little bit of thieving here to grab some coins to make my way, you know, over the boat just to get my body back. Like, it's not going to be huge, insane skilling that I'm going to abuse by having a death pile somewhere else. Secondly, talking about the POH stuff, I will make a POH. I'm only going to put things in my house that I can't take back. So I'm not going to use any of the storage rooms for items, but I will be building things like the larder, the tool store, items like that that you can interact with to generate a new item, like a new tool, like the necklace mold or whatever. I'm going to be using those. I'm just not going to use anything that I can put items directly in and take them back out again, like the treasure chest for clue scroll items or the wardrobe for armor sets. So I will be able to make, say, a mounted glory on the wall to use as a teleport, but I won't be able to remove the glory later. If I do build it, then it's just there, and if I need to remove it for whatever reason, then I'll just drop the item and not keep it. Same with, like, if I ever get any kind of cape with a teleport on, and I somehow get the construction level for, say, a cape rack, then I'd be able to mount the cape and use it as a teleport in the house with unlimited charges, but I wouldn't be able to remove the cape and take it back, because that would be using the house as storage for that cape. I guess if I get a pet, then I'll build the pet house in my house and just chuck them in there and leave them there, and we'll forget about them. But I will keep them, because they are cool. And at the end of the day, you know, if you're not doing cool, fun stuff, why play the game? Right, okay, we're here in Members World with our bag of tricks. Inventory full of goodies. Grabbed a pickaxe at the end of the last clip, as you saw. What we're just going to do is start off with a little bit of cheeky thieving. Get a couple of levels, you know, usual stuff, maybe enough for cakes, whatever. Enough coins for a steel axe from Bob before we take off. And then we're going to start X marks the spot and the other quests that are around here, like Rune Mysteries. And what's the other one? Restless Ghost. And then we'll try and do them kind of all at the same time in a semi-efficient way. So we, you know, get a nice little cheeky start to the account. Then we'll take off elsewhere for Mischief. So yeah, we want to pickpocket, like, what, 70 coin pouches real quick. We might actually be able to sell some of the garbage that we're carrying as well. So we'll skip up to the general store, just ditch some stuff that we know we'll easily be able to get back at a later date. So we've got coins, we've got all our other stuff. I don't need the dagger we made, because we've got a sword. And we can equip the arrows. I guess we can ditch the bow, because we can just go get one from a bow shop, or just come back here and use the range training tutor to get a free one, so that's fantastic. So that's given us a little bit of a head start. Instead of having like 30 coins, we've got 90 now. There we go. Just enough coins, just in time to get 1 HP. Honestly, it's probably best to die intentionally. I'm a little bit worried about it, but I'm gonna do it just to see how death works. As far as I'm aware, you just respawn here. My only worry is if I get stunned with coin pouches, I don't know if I can pick them up again off my body, because they're not tradables, so they might be lost. So here's the first intentional death on the account. I'm just testing how death actually works. It seems you can actually get your coin pouches back, so that's fine. Nothing's lost except actually our Iron Man armor, which is kind of strange. Oh wow, I can kill myself, get a free bone. Start training prayer. Incredible. pop that back on, pop the sword and shield and arrows back on, and then we're just back where we were, so that's fantastic. So what we're going to do now, real quick, now we've got our 5 thieving and our steel axe, we're going to start X marks the spot, which is just in here, I think. Yeah, here he is. Let's real quick check in the general store here how much a spade is going to cost us. Oh, it's 3. Okay, that's fantastic. I'll get a knife for the sake of when we do some wood cutting in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the first 2 digs of this quest because they're just round Lumbridge. And then we're going to swap quest to either Restless Ghosts or Rune Mysteries, start both of those. If we kind of route it that way, then we can kind of do them all a little more efficiently. I know that's super lame to say, but all this sort of usually boring beginning stuff, to kind of get it out of the way a little bit quicker. So just going to scoot in here, start Rune Mysteries. This fine fellow here should give us an air talisman or something, or some kind of package to deliver. We'll carry that with us, in true UIM fashion, and then we'll just real quick get like 6 wood cutting, and then we can just immediately ditch the starter bronze axe and move straight to the steel one that we just saved up for. Again, I've not really thought too much into this account. I'm just playing it like a normal Ironman at the minute. I'm not going to jump straight into combat until I've thought through whether I want to go to Wintertot or not. I know it's, you know, a lot of Ironmen do, but without having games next and without having banked food, it might be kind of annoying. And also I can't bank the reward crate, so I don't know how worth it it's going to be as a minigame. It's just whether I want to go there and use it to power level fire making to maybe a quest requirement level or a diary level. But actually, honestly, fire making is one of the easiest skills to play on this kind of account. Because even if I had literally 1 invent space free, I could just, you know, chop 1 log at a time and burn it and it wouldn't be that bad. So I don't know. But if it does turn out that I do want to do Wintertot, it would really annoy me later if I got too much HP and made it harder on myself. So we're not going to do too much combat, we're just going to do some sort of simple quests, gather some stuff, you know, just starter things, and then we'll see where we are with that. And a little bit later we'll shoot sort of Varrock direction, and we'll do a little time save up there, get our attack up real quick, and then we'll be able to equip this steel axe and just carry it around. Just for the sake of it, we'll ditch our bronze sword and just main hand a steel axe for now, because like I say, we're not going to do much combat at the minute, so that'll save an invent space again. So far so good. I mean, on any kind of account, regular Ironman or main, I wouldn't have needed to use a bank by now, so far there's no problems arising from just having a bag, but I'm sure it'll sort of heat up a little bit down the line. Basically, we're picking up Restless Ghost, X Marks the Spot, and Rune Mysteries all together, and we're going to kind of juggle them and do all 3 quests in one go. And then for that, we'll get a nice starting boost on our rune crafting level, we'll get a nice starting boost on our prayer level, and of course, we'll get a lamp from X Marks the Spot, which I think we'll put in Herblore. The question is whether I'm able to put it in Herblore before doing Druidic Ritual. I don't think you can. So what we might have to do is not claim the lamp. As far as I'm aware from that quest, you can not claim that lamp, and it's completely fine. So these sell for 0, but it's just, you know, it's the same as dropping it, so that's fine. While we're here, we will sell our bronze axe to your boy. Surprisingly, he's actually worth 6, so that's fantastic. All we have to do, as far as I remember, talk to this guy, then run into the swamp, talk to another guy, come back, talk to a guy in this crypt behind, and then go to Wizard's Tower, get his skull back, and then come back. And since we need to go to Wizard's Tower anyway, for Rune Mysteries, that's kind of why it's a good idea to do this in this order. Especially since we don't have any teleports or staminas at the moment. It might be a good idea to ditch this armour. It is weighing us down by 10. But also the fact I don't have any food means I kind of want to keep it on just in case it saves us from being smacked out by a rat or a toad or something stupid early on, so I'm happy to walk, I'm not in a rush. Just cruising over to the Swamp Hermit now. Not the one from YouTube, but this other one. I wonder if these leather gloves are pilferable. If so, hey, new best in slot gloves. Cool. Don't have an amulet yet, so we can just wear the quest amulet. That's fantastic. I will home tell you just to save the walking back, because it is quite a long way. So with the Ghost Speak amulet, we open the coffin, and we can finally talk to the ghost. He's surprised that we can talk to him, because normal people can't. And then he says what's bothering him, which is his skull has been stolen or is missing, and it's in the basement of the Wizard Tower. So we'll scoot over there, grab it, bring it back. So we've got our goodies. We've got our air talisman, and a pocket full of dreams. So we're just going to run into the Wizard Tower here. Head down to the basement. First things first, turn this into a good old Cedridor. He's going to be like, yo, is this rune crafting? This is a new thing. So we tell this dude we'll take his package off to Varrock, happy days. And then while we're here, we'll go search this altar in the back, because it happens to have the dude's skull. So you can grab his skull, this skeleton comes to life, you just leave. Totally fine. Don't need to deal with him. Like I say, we're not doing combat right now, so that's good. We'll just scoot up this ladder and then we'll swap our quest helper back to X marks the spot, because we're kinda near Draenor village. Gonna have to watch out for these dark wizards here, because they will be aggro, same with the jail guards. But that's totally fine. Like I say, if it turns out we can't use this lamp on Herblore, then I think we're good to delete it. We'll make a mental note of it and then come back, speak to Vios and get a new one once we've done Druidic Ritual. That will allow us to put the lamp in Herblore, and we don't want to be carrying it around until we get to Berthorpe and do that quest, because I don't know when that'll be. We'll have to have combat skills high enough to kill a bear and some other animals, I think. Right, here he is, the absolute lad. Technically we could go do Client of Karen straight away, but it's a lot of running around, and I'd rather maybe be at a point where I have slightly higher agility and maybe have ditched this heavy armor. So for now we'll say thanks for nothing, Vios. So as we can see, we can't do Runecraft because we haven't done Rune Mysteries, we can't do Herblore because we haven't done Druidic Ritual, and we need to do Daddy's Home or just buy a house to do construction. So what we'll do is we'll prompt to destroy the lamp. It'll say we can get another one. So I'll just make a note for later on to go back and get that. Our first random on the account, and it's probably the worst one. Wow, 2 pieces of zombie. We actually don't have any boots, so I guess technically we could just wear the zombie boots. Can't even really see them, but hey. It's our first unique. Thinking about it, I guess it would be a good time to do Sheep Shearer now. Just because you need, I think, 20 invent spaces, so if we just bang that out while we're here. What I am going to do also is I'm going to drop this beginner clue we got as a reward from that quest, because there's a very low chance that we'll be able to do it, and for now I'd rather have the invent space. So we'll get as many as possible. Just quickly double check you can do it at 1 crafting. Yeah, okay. Here he is. Give him his head back. By give it back, I mean just plonk it in his body here. And off he goes. A very simple quest, but it does lock off a lot of the game if you don't do it, so that's fab. Run upstairs in the castle, spin this wool. Well, it's a shame we couldn't get the whole 20, or is it 28? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's 20, right. It's our first inventory issue on the account. Simply can't do it in one trip, but no worries. I think maybe today or tomorrow at latest I'll endeavour to get at least 10 agility so we can make a start on getting some run energy back. Because the game's really slow without being able to run. So it may be that once we head over to the Ardoin kind of area, I might just make a beeline for the Grand Tree through the front door and just get like 5 or 10 levels. just to help us out in our navigating around. Quick look at the quest list there. 2 quests already. Insane. I mean, to be fair, we've been playing 50 minutes, so that's probably not good. We probably wouldn't place very well on the upcoming quest speedrun section, but, you know, comfy questing. So I'm thinking after this we might scoot over to Varrock to finish this quest. And because of that, I think I might drop this armour now. Obviously it's always reclaimable here in Lumbridge, so it's not the end of the world that we're losing it. Now, you can do Biohazard if you're over that area of the map, and it gets you a couple of early mining levels quite easily. Like, I think 2.5k early XP in mining. So that might be the play here. Cool, 3 crafting and some coins. Thanks, dude. It would be nice to buy a Chronicle from the Draenor guy to give us a Champions Guild telly that's equipable. However, I think it's like 1,000 to buy or something. It's quite a lot of coins, and currently there's some things I want to do that are kind of risky, so I think what we'll do is we'll go do my plan, and then we'll think about gathering coins for things like that. So this would be a potential spot to train mining, but I think there's a mugger here, and I don't really want to deal with that right now. We'll flip our quest helper back to Rune Mysteries and just head to Aubrey. So we'll just tell our friend here that we've got a package. He'll say something. The chat will close. Talk to him again. Okay, go back to Cedrador. Fantastic. It's a good opportunity. I'll just eat these potatoes up. To grab just a couple of cups of tea off this thing, because they do actually heal you a little bit. So we'll just grab enough tea to fill our invent, and then we'll go sell these balls of wool to the shop. It's just a shame that drinking a cup of tea doesn't give you, like, just a few points of run energy to run around with. That would be really helpful. This was the destination we were heading for. I've got a sword equipped. I think you can get up to at least 6 attack by just hitting these dummies and getting no hit points XP. So if you click it, you always get 5. And it's quite fast. So all we need to do is click this a couple of times, and our levels will fire up. Just clicking on this, consistently getting this 5 XP drop, it's much better than attacking like chickens or something, or cows at 1 attack, because you can skip all the way to a nice steel skim or something. Actually, let's click the wiki button real quick. I'll just check while I'm clicking this. If you didn't know that wiki button was there, it's fantastic. Make sure you use it. So you can get you can get attack XP up to and including level 7. So we want at least 5, so really we might as well just go all the way to 7 while we're here. And there we go, 5 attack on the account. Huge start. We can now equip a steel axe. Of course, it's not a good weapon. Honestly, it's probably worse than the bronze sword. But it's the exact same speed at using these combat dummies. And since we're only concerned about inventory space at the minute, we'll be using it, and we'll sell this to the general store on the way past. The next goal for the account after this will be heading straight next door into the museum, go downstairs and fire off the museum quiz. Obviously with Runelight it tells you all the answers, you don't even have to think about it, and that'll shoot our Hunter and Slayer skills both to level 9 straight away. So we won't have to get any polar kevits or any of this garbage that gives you like 5 XP and they jump in your traps and leave your traps, and you have to go set the trap back up and get more logs, and you can set 1 trap up at a time. It's just low level Hunter's terrible, so skipping that absolutely fine. And any progress towards higher level Slayer monsters is always welcome.
It's me, your worst nightmare!
Oh good, they're not XP lamps because my inventory was full. There we go. 1000 XP in Slayer and Hunter. Fantastic. So we have a quick look at our skills. Look at that, 80 total already. We are gaming. We're safe to home teleport back down to Lumbridge because it's available now. Oh wow, there was 0 coins this whole time. I could have dropped them. That's a shame. Okay, we'll just home tele. And then when we get there, we'll grab a chicken feather for X marks the spot. Sorry, not X marks the spot. Then we'll go to Korend and do Client of Korend. We'll go back to the Wizard's Tower, finish Rune Mysteries. Right, hey guys, just did a little session of recording and somehow didn't record footage, just audio. So basically, all you've missed is I did teleported to Lumbridge, grabbed a feather, ran straight to Wizard's Tower, finished Rune Mysteries, then I grabbed the lamp from X marks the spot, and I put it in rune crafting, so I got 300 runecraft XP, just because I couldn't be bothered to wait till way down the track to pick up the Herblore skill and then put lamps in it. And since it was only 300, I thought instead of just keeping tabs on remembering to pick that lamp up later, we'll just use it now. Then I took the chicken feather, went over to Korend, had a funny bit about how long the quest would take with our current agility level. It was about half an hour, circling around the whole map. Found some cool things, some like iron weapon spawns and stuff, so we picked those up and sold them to a general store, so that's why the coins are a bit different. Completed that quest, got the book. Doesn't have any charges because you need to do the mini quests after, I think, or maybe take runes to that statue and charge it manually, but we don't have any teleport destinations in it, so it doesn't matter if that's possible. So we did Client of Korend, put the favour in Piscarilius because we want to skip the cranes because they suck, and the rest of the rewards from the island we're not really too worried about in the early games. So we got 2 500 XP lamps from that quest. I'm going to save at least one. We're going to work towards 1k gold to go buy a house so we can chuck a lamp in construction straight away. The avenue for doing that, I decided, was we're going to come do Monk's Friend, get some woodcutting XP, then we're going to do Sea Slug so we can boost our fishing up, get ourselves some easy food or whatever, and then we're just going to like head to Ardy Market area while we're here, do a bit of thieving, get that 1k gold, and then scoot back to Varrock, buy a house, and then we're sorted. I got this bucket of water on the way here because we need a jug of water and a log for Monk's Friend, so we're currently in the process of doing that quest. Really annoying that I lost the footage already on episode 1, but yeah, it was only like 45 minutes and I hope I've not forgotten anything in the recap. Oh yeah, I did Witcher's Potion on the way here because while you're walking past Port Sarim, everything's there to do the quest, so that's why we have 4 magic now. Killed a rat for a rat meat, got an onion, bought an Eye of Newt, etc. Put it all in the cauldron, drank the mysterious juice, and now here we are in Ardy. So we're just doing Monk's Friend. I already got the child's cloth or whatever it is you have to turn in, so now we're just rescuing this guy from the forest, taking him back to the monastery, fixing his cart with some logs, and then we'll go back, we'll party, and we'll finish the quest. And then we can get back to what we actually wanted to do. So yeah, sorry about losing the footage, but now you're all caught up, I think. Oh, so yeah, before we went, I was talking about Ardy thieving. If we get thieving to 20, then we can steal a bunch of silk. The only issue is it takes about half an hour before you can sell the silk back for profit. And obviously we'll have to keep it in our inventory in that time, which doesn't really help our account. But if we're not doing anything too important with our invent spaces for half an hour, then it's probably a really good thing to do because you make 50 gold each. So we could make really good progress towards the 1k for our house if we do that. So let's just finish this, get our woodcut XP, and then we'll have a look at Sea Slug. What we do want to do is, oh cool, level 15 straight to oak trees, that's awesome. We'll have to drop a bunch of these cakes because we're going to have to woodcut and fire make. But now we're in Ardy, we don't really need to be carrying the cakes, we can just go grab them at any time from the market for free. If they're still there by the time I've done a little bit of fire making training, I'll pick them back up, but like I say, primarily we're going to go for the XP here. So I might just do a little bit of solid training now. Oh, actually, no. Ultimate Ironman route idea. Pick all these cakes back up, right? Run to the market, sell them, get a little bit of GP, we'll just stay on cakes till 20 thieving, and then we'll try our luck at stealing a couple of silks. That way, while we're training fire making, we can have the silk selling cooldown tick down. Then hopefully when we hit like 30 fire making, we can come back and sell all our silk. So it does mean fire making with less slots, but I think that's a good idea. So yeah, hopefully this guy forgot already that we stole cakes from him and lets us sell them back. If not, yeah, it would kind of ruin our plans. So that's given us a nice bunch of money. So we're just going to abuse his goodwill and just start robbing. So I'm going to chill here a bit, guys. Just do a little bit of thieving for... I don't know how long it'll take. Maybe 5-10 minutes? I guess we'll see. Just until we get 20. Then we'll run across the market to that dude and try and steal... ideally 8+ pieces of silk. But I don't really know the spot. Or... where the guards need to be stood to not catch you. Because for this stall you just stand under the baker and you can never be caught, but over there it's out in the open and paladins walk past and stuff, so it could be more dangerous. So yeah, I'll chill here till 20, we're just about to hit 10, so I don't think it should take too long. And then I'll come back. It's 14 thieving coming in. That actually unlocks the nature rune chest door. You get 1 nature rune out of it. Which, I mean, I guess it's good to have unlocked. On the off chance we ever need a single nature for something and we're not carrying them on us. You know? Could go get them there if we don't somehow have the level for like the Yanel Mage Guild or something. So since we've passed 10 thieving, we can actually rob farmers now. And their drop table, really not very good, but it does have a lot of the very early game seeds you need to start farming, so that could be useful. Like I said in the intro on Tutorial Island, I'm not going to be using tool leprechauns for any kind of storage. So if we do want to farm a seed, we'll have to carry it with us and then find compost somehow. I think what we will do is try and do biohazard. Because we have access to cakes now, we should be able to bring quite a few with us in order to kill the level 13. And if we can kill him, then that'll give us some really nice mining XP at the end of the quest. Plus access to the gas mask, which we'll need later for a bunch of different things. But primarily we want that mining XP, so then we can get ourselves to the level to mine iron, which is 15. And then we can do Doric's quest, because that's a quest where we need quite a lot of invent spaces at once. I think it's 12. Or maybe it's less, maybe it's 10. But that's something we want to get done nice and early, so if we can do those quests, we'll probably come out with about 17 mining afterwards. And that'll put us in line to maybe even do Knight Sword straight away. We'll have to see. I mean, I will have to go into the wilderness to get those iron bar spawns, but right now I'm not carrying a single thing that I'd really be upset about losing, apart from the XP lamps. So we'll get the 1000 gold and get the player-owned house first so we can drop the lamps in construction. I imagine it'll be quite safe. Anyway, there we go, there's 20. Thieving by far and away our highest skill. I'll just hang on to some cakes for now. I have a feeling this stall might be a kind of hit and run kind of job. Let's try it, I'm sure none of these guys can hit a 10. Okay. Wait for him to de-aggro or actually just hop worlds randomly. So I need... Wow, you can get 2 shot here. Okay, we'll just do 2. That's sorry, we'll just do 3. That's completely fine. Because we can sell that back for about 150. And then once we sell our cakes as well, we should be around about the cash we need. So the current goal, we'll just fire make till 15, and then we can fire make with oak logs. Just for the goal of 30 fire making, which is boostable, but I'm not aware of any fire making boosts, so what we'll do is we'll go all the way, probably a longer grind than the thieving grind just now, to 30 fire making, and then we'll do sea slug. So I'll see you then. Got ourselves another beginner clue nest. I don't even think it's worth picking up, because you don't get an actual bird nest from beginners, and I won't be doing the beginner clue, so I guess I'll just leave it on the floor to despawn. There we go, 15 fire making. It's always nice because now we can do oak logs, get multiple per tree in theory, so it should go a lot faster. Okay guys, just checking in, we've got up to 26 woodcutting, 28 fire making, nearly at the 30 that we need. Just recording a clip because we're 42 minutes into skilling, so that means it's definitely been more than the 20 to 30 that you have to wait to sell your silk. So I'm going to take this opportunity to also sell all the cakes, because they'll be sellable as well. So just sell all. Fantastic. Nearly 1k already. And then for the silk, all we need to do is talk to the guy. And then I think we say 120 coins. And then he says 50, and then we say 60. And so that's how you get the most money possible. Oh right, he buys all of them nowadays in one go. That's fantastic. So we've already got our 1k, that's awesome. I think we will stay here rather than going at the house straight away, just because Sea Slug starts here. So I'll bang out this last 2 fire making levels. We'll see whatever woodcutting level we also get to, it's not as important, but yeah, 30 fire making incoming in the next clip, and then we'll take our small fishing net and our swamp paste and we'll go start Sea Slug. See you there. Okay guys, just 7 logs off 30 and we got a genie random. So we've got another lamp in the inventory. Didn't catch it on film because obviously I was just about to record for this final level of our little goal here, but hey, that's another lamp. So I'll just hang on to it for now and we'll cash these lamps in at the same time when we need the inventory space. So that should be 30. Really nice. So that's our Sea Slug goal. So we can just go do it. Do a rather simple quest with no combat, and then come out with about 24 fishing from level 1, which is so good because that puts you into the lower end of fly fishing. I'm sure everyone who's played this game's done this quest. It's so easy. It's kind of iconic, and it gives you really good rewards for how little work it is, so I'm not going to dwell on the quest too much. I'm just going to click on the blue boxes.
A few moments later.
And then we should have a cutscene, go back to the mainland, talk to the woman, and we're done. It's honestly one of the quickest quests. And for how much XP it gives, it's probably one of the highest XP per minute single activities in the game. It's crazy. So we'll talk to Holgar, travel back to the mainland, talk to the woman who gave us the quest, and we're done. But we will real quick sail back here and just catch a shrimp off this fishing platform just for the diary challenge. Brave bag only, you've returned. Thank you. 7,000 fishing XP. 24 fishing. Then, like I said, we come back and we'll just catch one thing in our small net. There we go, a medium task complete. And we can sail off. I guess we'll go get our house. I was going to say since we're here, we might as well start Biohazard because it makes more sense. But I'm not confident in completing it, so I'm going to go get the house and then dump these lamps into construction so they're safe and cached in. But I'm just going to see what, if any, canoes I can build at my level. Because thinking about it, if I can make one that goes even partially up the river towards Varrock, it'll really save some walking time. The canoes are fantastic if you're in this kind of region / area of the game. Can go as far up as Barbarian Village, which might be too far actually. I probably should have just gone Champions Guild, but oh well. Cool. Basically in Varrock, that's awesome. Out of these big ones from the quest, we'll do 1 construction, 1 runecraft, see where that gets us, and then I'll just chuck this freebie lamp into anything, because, you know, we didn't really earn it. Right, okay, that's the house, so we should have lampable skill. Awesome, construction 5, straight in for kitchen. Runecraft 7, Let's put the other one into Runecraft as well, just because you get more XP if it's a higher level. So that's 8 Runecraft off the bat, that's pretty nice. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go get our Wilderness Iron Bars. It's kind of an early point to go get it, especially when we're carrying so much crap, but it's kind of close to us and I would like to get that out of the way. But what we are going to do is go to Edgeville, take the Soul Wars portal, and then take the exit to Ferox Enclave, and that will put us nicely in the wilderness. And then I think the iron bars are just west, I think, kind of like here near this hill. There's like an iron bar or something. I'll pull up the page and find it on the wiki, but I guess we'll just save run until we get there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can go into Soul Wars and then go out the other door, and that'll put us nicely at Ferox without having to traipse through the wilderness at walk speed. Yeah, that worked, awesome. How do we get down though? Is it here? Yeah, right. I'll just pull up the page for Iron Bar. Like I say, we'll need, I think, 3 I wrote down. 4 if you want your own blue right sword. And then there's a bunch of high level quests that need an iron bar, but if I don't have 15 smithing by the time I'm doing like one small favour or swan song, then something's gone horribly wrong. So yeah, we'll just get the 3 we need for really early game quests. Hopefully we can hop and just pick up 3 quite quickly. I don't have the World Switcher keybind plugin thing, but it should be okay. I don't think anyone's going to be low enough to attack us. And if they are, then fair play, you know? That's a real shame. Hopefully no bears hit us and then we can safely world hop. So if we started on 52, if we hop to 50 and 51, we'll have enough. Ah, God no, the bear. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen, you idiot. Why was he there? I guess that's okay. The chances of dying doing this is just so low. Although saying that is probably jinxing myself, isn't it? Right, and then we just leg it back to the doorway here.
Piece of cake.
What we could do, and by could do I mean I'm definitely going to do, is go back the way we came to Soul Wars, and then we're going to take the Wilderness lever into 50 Wilderness and then take it again to teleport to Ardy lever. I think that works. And we'll go straight to Gnome Stronghold and we'll get 10 agility, which I'll happily do off camera if it's slow and boring. We'll head northwest past the training camp into Tree Gnome Stronghold, do a couple of laps of the course. If I check the calculator I can probably see how many laps it is to 10 actually. It's only 14 full laps, so if we don't fail much, which I don't think you can fail this course, then we're golden. But yeah, for now I'll try do 19 laps of this course real quick, and then I'll hop back when I'm about 12 agility, which will make the level 10 Draenor course just that much easier. Okay guys, we've just got ourselves 12 agility. I'll just finish the lap off for the sake of finishing it. It's good to have a little dent in the agility grind. Since we've passed 10, that means we can go to the Draenor course next, which is a lot easier to get to, rather than coming all the way over here to the northwest of the map. Now we're in the Ardy area. Going to have a look at what we need for Biohazard. Oh sorry, I keep saying it's Plague City. I've been saying Biohazard the whole video. It's Plague City we're doing. We need to pick up some Dwell Berries, which means running up to Seer's Village. We need to buy a rope. We need to get a bucket of milk. Oh actually, bucket of milk we buy here. That's sort of why I came here as well. So we'll just grab a bucket from the cocktail shop in the tree. I don't think they'll sell the snape grass we need, but they will sell the chocolate dust. So we can grab the chocolate dust and the milk here. Probably have to go back to Rimington to get our snape grass, but that's fine. And then we need to run up to Sears Village, go into Magruber's Woods. So we'll take some cakes with us to do that, to survive the dogs. And while we're there, we'll probably also bring our spade and dig up some red worms for fishing contest, just so we don't have to go back in later. So we go to Hudo over here. The absolute lad. 1 chalky dust. I think we can... Oh, we can buy dwellberries here. Oh wow, okay. We'll buy 3. Right, so we need a snape grass and a rope. It's a bit of a shame that I don't have the diary cape yet. That would really help to tele over to the monastery. Done 2 achievements. Oh, I guess you have to have done Biohazard and Plague City to get Easy Diary anyway, so that's okay. I guess we can do just a couple of things if we pass them, but real quick, before we get too distracted, this is where we'll buy our rope for the quest. But yeah, we head over to the best NPC in the game, Captain Barnaby. Absolute legend. Really, really good for early game travel. Because it's otherwise quite hard to get to like Karamja and stuff, but this guy, he'll take you to Brimhaven or Rimington. He's a legend. So jump over here. We're just going to run up to the Crafting Guild Peninsula just up here north. Get a cheeky snape grass. Flex our new 12 agility. If I remember, I'll get the Boots of Lightness next time I'm up that way, just to reduce some weight while we're running around. Not sure if we need a second snake grass right now, but we always know where they spawn, so there's no real sense worrying about it. And you can make the snake grass into the cure while you're here, even though no one on the quest has taught you how to. I guess RuneScape adventurers just instinctively know how to cure a hangover, which is kind of good. We're back down to 22 coins. There's no money reward for this quest. However, the mining XP reward is juicy. It should, if this is correct, put us straight to 15. And then I guess we'll just go get Doric's ore using this bronze pick. Talk to this person, grab the picture, grab a bucket from the garden, fill it up, put this on. I think we can... yeah, we'll ditch our wizard hat. There's absolutely no need to have it. I just bought it for the fashion skate while walking around Korend. I guess you guys missed that because I lost the clip, but I explored Shay's in a little bit, and there's a new house with some like weird clothes spawns. And there's just a wizard hat on a chair, so I just took it for free, which was kind of cool. So really, I've lost nothing by dropping it. Because I didn't bring buckets, I've got to use this one bucket 4 times, but that's just fine. Now we dig. I guess in downtime or during editing time, I'll try do some like Draenor laps maybe. Obviously, if I do any scaling off camera, I'll clue you guys in. Because I don't really want to, because obviously I could be cheating, right? Not that I would be, but you know, I'll try and not do too much off cam, unless it's literally just, okay, here's me fire making for an hour. You don't want to see that. So let's find ourselves a lost child. I think she's in here, maybe. Don't really know the story, I'll be honest with you. I just know the plague's fake. Spoilers. I spent so long worrying about like the food we'd need for this quest, but it was because I kept getting the name mixed up with Biohazard, and this is Plague City. It's Biohazard where you actually have to fight at level 13. In this one you don't have to, it's just, you just chill, it's fine. It's basically a 2-part quest with Biohazard, so it's easy to get mixed up. So I guess we'll skip Biohazard for now. We'll carry on with the original plan of doing this and then going straight for Doric's quest, and then we'll eye up Knight's Sword and see how difficult that'll be to do. I can't remember if it was in the clip that got deleted, but I'm recording this like the week before the new smithing minigame comes out, So maybe having mining and smithing quests done and having a few early levels might be of use if the minigame turns out to be meta or something for this character. I'd definitely be interested to try it out anyway, because I like the new skilling bosses, they're kind of fun. We'll certainly be doing Temperos at some stage on this account, because I can just think of so many reasons that lots of raw noted fish would be helpful. There we go. That was so much easier than I thought. Straight to 15 mining. And we unlock RD Teleport later down the line when we've got 51 magic. I think we can ditch the gas mask, but again there's no need to because we don't have anything else in that slot, so we'll just keep it for now. And then we'll do Doric's quest. Okay, well, Lumbridge Home Telly. I guess we can get everything we need in the Varrock mines. Hopefully if the mugger doesn't aggro us, we'll just take the canoe up to Varrock. So I think Champions Guild's closer than going all the way to Barb Village. Obviously you can do this quest without 15 mining if you get the iron ore from somewhere else, like a monster drop, but again, we've got 8 attack, 1 strength, so it's probably going to be quicker to mine it. The only issue is literally going to be dodging this mugger. We might have to block him behind a rock or something. Happy to run through these guys because got cake. The question is it worth getting red berries just to take with us? So I need to do the red berry pie in order to use the iron bars for the quest, because I'll be carrying those until I do that quest, so really it probably should be a priority. We'll come back. It's not immediately necessary. So we'll make 4 invent spaces for copper. Grab 4 copper ore, then run west, pick up the quest and immediately hand the quest in. I think maybe we just start doing combat and forget about Wintertop. We've already shown that we can trade in like 30 fire making relatively quickly, so a mini game where we can't bank the loot, I don't know how that's going to work for us. At least in all the new generation of skilling minigames, you don't have to immediately claim your loot afterwards, they kind of stay on an NPC until you want it. Which is another reason why things like Temperos and Guardians of the Rift will be so good on this account. We don't need the invent space to claim the rewards immediately. We can just go back when we need it and claim things as and when. So for Temperos, if we're looking for some more food on the account, we could just claim a few of our banked up rewards and hope to get some kind of stack of noted raw fish, and obviously use those on a bank to unnote them and just cook them up. If we can just get our cooking up to 15, then we can fish here and use this everlasting cooking fire and just chill. But we don't even need 15 for the pie that we're aiming for, so that doesn't really help us. We need 10. So really we could kill cows and chickens and just cook the meat in Lumbridge or something. That's probably the best bet, I think. And obviously getting our melees up because they're kind of embarrassing at the moment. Start Doric's quest, yes. There you go, lad. Easiest quest. Absolutely easy. I think I'll call this first episode here, guys. It's been an absolute ton of progress. I think we've played maybe like 5 hours on the account or something. Probably a bit less, maybe 4. But if we, oh, it should say, shouldn't it, these days? Maybe you're not supposed to reveal this. Yeah, 5 hours. Okay, cool. Total level 205, 30 fire making, 20 thieving. We really don't have much in the way of items, but we have done 10 quests. So I think we've come to a really solid start. We've got some items together for some upcoming quests, so Knight's Sword will be coming up. We'll have to do a little bit of combat, get a little bit of food, cook it to sustain us in said combat, and then get our cooking up to at least 10. Make at least 1 red berry pie and don't burn it. do the Knight Sword, which will probably require combat because you have to go in the Ice Giant bit. That'll give us a bunch of cool smithing levels. Then the new smithing minigame should be out next time I record. There's just a lot coming up. You know, we can start fletching for money. We can look at some cool quests that we have requirements for and see if we can do them. I'm really, really excited about this account. I hope you guys enjoyed this first video. So if you have any suggestions, feedback, warnings for stuff coming up, or just anything you want to say, hit it in the comments below. I'll read them all. And hopefully I'll see you next time. So thanks a lot, guys. See ya.